स्वागतम्। कति वर्णाः सन्ति? कति वर्णाः सन्ति? केचन न जानन्त्येव। अतः अधुना पश्यामः. How many letters are there in the Sanskritam alphabet? How many are there? Let us count. Our skills of counting using the abacus, etc., will come handy here. So now there are many systems of Sanskritam alphabet. That is the reason for that is because Sanskritam has been a very old language from the probably the time of the Vedas, which means as people have dated it probably beyond 5000 BC or BCE to be appropriate, to be more accurate. And there, from that time, almost throughout 7,000 years, Sanskritam has been surviving. So it's a pretty archaic language, in fact. And because of that, through time, it has evolved a lot. But the main advantage of Sanskritam is that it has not suffered so much evolution as any other language would have suffered, being for 7,000 years now. We see that in case of English, in case of Indian languages itself, where there are a lot of dialects and accents, etc. But Sanskritam has managed to not evolve a lot and still be in its own original recognizable form, which means people now also can read the Vedas, which were written 7,000 years ago, with a small variation in with a small knowledge, with a little knowledge of some modifications and evolution that has also happened in case of Sanskritam. So for that reason, there is a slightly different rules. There are slightly different rules for those literature which has come from 7,000 and beyond, and for the other literature which has come from approximately maybe 5,000 years. So there is this difference, and hence there are also different systems as was considered to be the alphabet from then on. So the first system being, which I have termed it Bhashika. And now note that these are not actual names which are given by the Vyakarana, the grammarians. It is solely my invention here. I have used the first system to be called it Bhashika. And this is the common system that we read, that we have learnt in our primary school throughout our mother tongues in all of India, and maybe in some other parts of other outside India as well. This Bhashika relates to that system that we have learned from A to Ha, A, E, etc. Now the second system, now that its composition is 12 swaras, 33 vyanjana, and 2 ayogavaha with the anuswara and the visarga. The slightly modified extension of this one, which I call it Kumshika, is with 13 swaras, the 13 swaras with an addition of L, and the 33 vyanjanas they remain so, and 4 ayogavaha. Now 2 more addition from in the ayogavaha category, which makes it a total of 50. Anyway, all these three are the number of the letters in this alphabet exceeds that of English and any other language of India. The third system, probably not Tamil, maybe, I'm not sure of Tamil. System 3, which is the Vedic system, I have termed it Vaidika, and that consists of 22 swaras, 33 vyanjana, and the 4 ayogavaha from the previous system, as well as 4 yama. These are special letters called yama, and 1 la, and that is the one addition there. So altogether we have 64 letters, and this is the key phrase that we have used, Chatushashti. This is a pavitra number, holy number, so as to speak, which because it occurs throughout the Puranas, being Chatushashti Kala, the 64 art forms, the 64, I think the petals there in the as the sum of these lower chakras, etc. Maybe it occurs throughout Tantra and Puranas as well. Now this 64 probably could have been used for in the Vaidika system as well. So 22 swaras, 33 vyanjanas, and 4 ayogavaha and 4 yama plus 1 la. Now the first system according to pronunciation. So how do you categorize these varna? Now these are the systems which have evolved through time. But here, this is the way we have arranged them. Varna Vyavastha. How do we arrange them and put it into a table? We have read off the period table in the chemistry. So how do we have the Varna table in Sanskritam? What is that? So the first arrangement, I call it, is Balhana. The Balhana arrangement consists of, is related to the Bhashika and how it arranges them. And this is by the division of swaras and the vyanjanas. And what are swaras? Swaras are those which can be independently pronounced. And vyanjanas require the swaras for a clear pronunciation. For example, in this word, va, have I pronounced, did you hear the ka or did you not hear it? I said walk. The ka, which was a half syllable letter, was unclear. So that ka becomes a vyanjana. Similarly in bhishak, bhishak. Did you hear the ka there? Bhishak. That ka becomes the vyanjana. Similarly with desham, desham. That ma seems to be swallowed. That is because it's the vyanjana. But the other a, desha, that those are the swaras which are clearly pronounced, and hence they are grammatically independent. Phonetically independent. Vyanjana. Then ayogavaha. Now this is a special category. Why is it called ayogavaha? We'll discuss it later in future videos. And these are like bats. If swaras and vyanjanas are the birds and animals, ayogavaha are the bats. They are flying mammals. They are flying animals. So they appear similar to vyanjanas as well. And also they require the need of swaras, and so they can be classified as vyanjanas. But during some modifications, they get converted to swaras. And how is that? When does that happen? Later in the videos. So that those are ayogavaha, but they are less in number, at most being 4. And so here is the table. So the Vyavastha one, which is called the Balhana system, is put like this. Varna, 2 categories, swara and the others. Swara being independently pronounced and these 3 being dependent on the swaras. Now these are vyanjanas and ayogavaha, which I have coined a new name, kapahyam, kapahyam. Why is that? Again, later. Ayogavaha, kapahyam. And then the yama. The yama that we saw in the Vaidika system, the 4 yamas, those 4 special characters, 4 special letters, we'll be discussing it later. And these fall under the dependent category. Dependent letters, independent. Swara, the independent, swayam rajante iti swaraha. Then vyanjana, ayogavaha, and the yama. Some scholars would like to put the yama also within the ayogavaha group, but I don't like that. I think putting yama aside separately would clearly distinguish their nature. Coming to the first system, Vyavastha 1, Ekam, Prathama Vyavastha. How is that? Now this is the very familiar picture of alphabet that we have learned from our school days. What is that? A, I, U. And here are the 3 unique peculiar letters to Sanskritam come. R, R, U. How is that? A, I, U, R, U. A, I, O. Come again. A, I, U, R, U. A, I, O. And a word of caution here. Although this seems to be like L, it is not to be pronounced as L. It is L because it's a single vowel. It doesn't have some more vowels within itself. So it is L. Now these are the swaras. here, these two lines. Now the first line is what we are very familiar with. This comprises the first two systems, the Bhashika and the Kumshika. But the third, this second line here, which is included only in the Vaidika system, consists of the Pluta Swara. Pluta meaning leaped, long, elongated swaras. Which are they? A, E, U, R, E, I, O, O. Now here 3 written beside these swaras represent the 3 duration, the 3 matra, duration of 3 syllables to be pronounced with A. And where is this present? Probably in the Sama Veda, in the Vedic literature alone, and also maybe used in the interspersed between Rig and the Yajurveda also at only some places. And also this is used in Sangeeta. But however, it is not as unique as the first line. And another word of caution here, people from the south may know that there are 2 A and I. Then O. That is not there in Sanskritam. There is only one, which is the long form, which is A, I, O, and O. Moving on. So now these, you can count them. They add up to 22 swaras. But what are the Vargiya Vyanjana and Avargiya Vyanjana? Now these two form the Vyanjana category here. Vyanjana category. They are again split into 2 divisions, 2 battalions, 25 and 8. These 25 are put into a table form. And so table means a Varga, a classroom, as if they are sitting in these obedient letters are sitting facing the teacher in a classroom. So this is called a Varga. And Vargiya, which means they belong to a classroom. How do you say I am of 10th standard? I belong to 10th standard. You say Dashamiya or Kakshiya. So that's Iya comes there. Now what is a table? How is the classroom arranged according to height order? Is it? No. According to the prana. The first column is K, Ch, T, T, P. And you might object saying that I've used A in pronouncing them. Of course I have. But that is not as explicit as saying K, Ch, T, T, P. That seems very stressful. And so it's better that we pronounce them with A. However, we have to always bear in mind that if we use it with A, it will not be a pure Vyanjana. So the Vyanjana, how do you denote a pure Vyanjana? You use it by using this Halanta Chinha, this stroke that has been put under each of these letters. They represent pure Halanta, pure Vyanjanas. Okay. So now the first column is K, Ch, T, T, P. Again, not with the A, but actually the pure swaras, pure Vyanjana, K, Ch, T, T, P. For pronunciation purposes, we will be using A throughout. K, Ch, T, T, P. Here it is not F, it is P. P, P, T, 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 Ch, Ch, K, K. Right. Why is it called Mahaprana? Because you use a lot of your breath in pronouncing this. It's as if you are moving your intestines, you're compressing your diaphragm a lot and using all of your breath to pronounce this. So Mahaprana, a lot of air, a lot of breath. Here Alpa Prana, a little breath. So how do you say this? K, K, Ch, Ch, T, 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 P, P. Then the third column is the G Varga, the G, J, D, D, B. G, J, D, D, B. And then Anunasika, using the nasal, which have a nasal tone to them. Nga, nya, na, na, ma. How is that? Nga, nya, na, na, ma. Now this is the fifth column, and that is represented by flower brackets with the Samskrita letter 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Then This is called a stambha. Stambha meaning column. Varga meaning row. It also means a row. So there, these letters are put into rows, so they may be called as Vargiya for that reason as well. The first row is called Ku because it starts with K. It's called the Ku Varga, the Ku row. K, Kha, G, Gh, Ng. The Chu starting with Ch, 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 J, J, Nya. How is this? Nya, Nya, Nya. Tu, Ta, Tha, Da, Dha, Na. Tu, Ta, Tha, Da, Dha, Na. Pu, Pa, Pha, Ba, Bha, Ma. Okay. Now these are the row names. How do you what is dha? It belongs to two and chatwari. So two chatwari is dha. You can use it as a matrix, numbering the columns and the rows, like a coordinate axis as well. X comma y. So what will be chu trini ja, right? Now these are the Vargiya Vyanjana. Pancha Vimshatihi, 25. Avargiya, which means which are outstanding. they have been expelled from the classroom. These are the 8 plus 1. Ya, Ra, La, Va, Sha, Sha, Sa, Ha. How is that? Ya, Ra, La, Va, Sha, Sha, Sa, Ha. Come again. Ya. Again, I'm using a for pronunciation alone, but the pure Vyanjanas are without the a. Ya, Ra, La, Va, Sha, Sha. As you smile, you have to, when you say cheese, how do you smile? That way you say this using Sha, Sha. And this Sha as you visual. Sha, Sha, Sha. You can hear the whistle. Sha. Sa, sa. Now this is easy. Sa. And ha. Ha is also easy. So ya, ra, la, va, sha, sha, sa, ha. Now these 8 form a set of Vyanjana called the Avargiya Vyanjana. Now in the Bhashika and the Kumshika system, but if you are considering the Vaidika system, then even another la is added. La. La. It is not la, it is la. The retroflex form of this two. Da, 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 na, la, la. How it is pronounced, we'll be discussing later again in detail. Now these are the Vyanjana. And finally the Ayogavaha. The Ayogavaha will be Visarga. With the Visarga, what is that? Aha. Ha. It's similar to ha, but it can undergo modifications later as well. Anuswara is similar to ma, but again can be modified. It metamorphoses into other sounds. Jihwa Muliya is, now I have used this symbol, although this is not used by the script writers or by the traditional Sanskrit scholars. They use a double Chandrabindu, one up and one down, but I want to use this for clarity. Ka, where as you cough, that sound which comes is Jihwa Muliyah. That stressed on the upper palate, in the throat region, that comes Jihwa Muliya. Then Upadhvaniya, when you blow air out of your lips, that is Upadhvaniya. Then the Yama, Kakha, Gagha, actually these are special characters which appear only in the Veda, and so here's a typo here, it should have been 4 plus 4. There are only 4 Yama and 4 these Ayogavaha. Now this Yama also have a special pronunciation which we will not be dealing in this session because it requires dealing into a lot of depth into how Vedic accent is there, how it is present and how it is pronounced. So that will not be discussed here, but these 4 Ayogavaha are in good use. Ah, af. These are again using a for clarity alone. Without the a, these are the pure Ayogavaha. This is the familiar picture of Samskrita alphabet. And in the next class, we'll be discussing how exactly these are pronounced and from what is their place of origin in the throat. Dhanyavadaha.